Okay, so I'm
everybody, we're live. Sorry, I'm a big chit chatter and we were chit chatting, so it's totally my fault. But we're here. Go ahead and put your questions in the chat. We have, looks like Angel up above, 1111 is here. Hello, good morning, or good afternoon, actually. And then Mirror Dragon. So how's everyone doing?
awesome.
Chris and I were just talking about astro signs. I'm supposed to get a really good reading tonight. I'll have to let you know how it goes. It's
So
from,
sweet.
you remember that guy at the guy that they did the aura stuff?
Yeah.
So he told me about this reader in New Orleans who does like amazing work.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And she's like, I think it's like $75 for like a 2-hour chart reading.
That's worth it.
Yeah. And he told me he and his husband were like, she predicted when we were going to meet. She predicted this and this all through astrology. So I'm excited because I'm like, as someone that uses cards, I was like, how do you use astrology? That is cool. So
that is awesome. So afterwards, you're going to have to share how it went and let me know if this is worth for me to do it too.
I will. And absolutely. I'm excited because we had to push it off a few times because she was moving. So we're supposed to be going tonight. So I'm excited. And it's just, you just call her. Like we've been texting, and because she doesn't do Zoom or anything like that. She's like in her 70s, I think. So she's just kind of like,
okay, that's right up my alley.
Yeah. And she's like, just record it because I'm going to talk to you for like 2 hours. Make sure you have like a way to record it. So I'll use my iPad. So I'll be on my phone.
Okay. Very cool.
Since they all connect.
Yeah. That's cool. And I do have an iPad sitting I have a plastic box of technology. I gotta clean everything out, and then I keep what I want to keep, but all the extra cords and things that don't anything. So I have this plastic box, and my iPad is in there. It's old too, but I bet it would do what I needed it to do in that type of situation. I could totally
use voice recording.
Totally do it. Yeah.
Save it. Like I did for when you and I exchanged. That's the same thing I did, and then I save it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. That would work. That's awesome. Yay. Well, I'm excited.
Hi, Madison Cox. Yeah, I'll let you. I'm excited too. All right. So we have first up is Angel Up Above. And Angel Up Above would like to know, just like some messages from her guides for her upcoming birthday upcoming birthday.
Okay, I was waiting to see where the chat was, and I had it clicked over to private chat. Now I'm on regular chat.
There you go. I do that too.
I'm a dork.
No, you're not.
In a good way, in a very good way. Okay, so I need to start shuffling, and we're looking for guides. Message from guides. Okay,
I'll star people. So right now I'm doing, I should have put it on there. Here we go. Sorry about that. Here we go.
Oh, no, that's okay. I just scrolled.
Messages from guides or upcoming birthday.
Ooh, all right. Ooh, and guess what 2 decks I chose to use for today? Ooh. Deborah Blake.
I love her.
Yeah, so based on your recommendation, I got her Everyday Witches Tarot and let me look at the box here, the Everyday Witches Oracle.
I have that one too.
Yeah,
I love
so I got them both.
Fun.
So that's what I chose for today.
And then I have a small version, which is nice because the big one I don't like to take to fairs because it's huge. That box is huge because it comes with the journal. It's a nice one. It comes with that journal.
Yeah, I didn't get that whole thing. I just got like the standard size.
Oh, that's probably what I did wrong. But I got like a small version in a tin that I could take with me places.
I like the tin because then it's weatherproof. So if you're someplace where you might be at an outdoor event, then you are are good to go. Can I go while you're shuffling?
Yeah, you go.
Okay, cool.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
All right. So using Deborah Blake's Everyday Witches Tarot. Okay. So messages for your upcoming birthday. Okay. So the first one is I got the Strength card reversed. And this is a big message from your guides about remember you're stronger than you think you are. And when you feel like you're ready just to kind of sigh and give up and think, you know what, I just throw this to the wind, whatever, your guides are all saying, like, just hang in there and stay the course, because it's important for you to, it feels like this might be kind of a life pattern of feeling like maybe you'll want to give up before it's time to give up, or maybe even a little bit of self-sabotage happens. And if that's the case, your guides are like literally going, no, your birthday's coming up. A perfect opportunity. New year, fire horse energy, make that shift. And maybe make a pact with yourself and your guides that you aren't going to drop out before it's time for you to finally give up the ghost, so to speak. Also got Three of Pentacles, and this kind of feels a little bit in connection to our Strength card here, is devaluing yourself. Like, don't devalue yourself. Your hard work is paying off, but we need to flip that mindset a little bit to where you really believe that your hard work is paying off, because truly it is. And it's just important for you to literally, I hear, flip that script. And it's interesting. I pulled an oracle card and then I heard, no, don't pull again. So I'm going to switch that one out. And yeah, so plant the seeds. That makes perfect sense with this. So plant those seeds of assurance within yourself. If you maybe need to throw in some affirmations every day. Root chakra affirmations are great. I am worthy. I am strong. You can find tons of them on the Google, the interwebs. And your guides are like so excited for this birthday. Like, this is for you a birthday like no other. There's some new energy coming in. And then they're really wanting you, like they're wanting you to give yourself an energy glow up. I'm hearing glow up. Energy wise. So whatever that means for you, take it for what it's worth, and run with it, and know that your guides are going to be celebrating with you on your birthday. You're going to have a good one. All right, Kyle.
I got along the lines of the root chakra stuff too. So I feel like your guides are trying to connect with you. They're trying to give you messages, but I feel like you've been kind of and I almost like just like exhausted lately, and just kind of frustrated, but that's all going to go away. So just like Kris said, really like ground yourself and trust yourself, because I got some really good cards for you. I think once you're able to kind of ground yourself, and I'm hearing like stay true to your roots. I'm not sure if you've recently had a situation where where someone's asked you to kind of do something that goes against your integrity, but I'm hearing like stay true to your roots. And that yeah, go ahead.
I have to say, well, the one card that I pulled that I didn't say what it was, and I heard no, go pull again. That card totally makes sense with what you just talked about.
Oh, okay. I love that.
Yeah, I think maybe you were meant to deliver that message and not me.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, because I keep hearing stay true to your roots, and I keep focusing on the roots there, and then I keep focusing on the little birds, which I feel like they're trying to give her signs. But I also got that there's some kind of wish that you've been hoping that's going to come your way. So I got the 9 of Water for you. And the 9 of Water is wishes do come true. What you wish may come to you, as my mentor Radley would say. And it's so adorable. It's just like a little lamp, a little genie lamp, and this dog is just so happy. And it's like all the things around the dog is just really cute. If you're a dog person, is all the things a dog would wish for, like squeaky toys, treats. It's like a little rabbit to like chase. It's very cute. So there is some kind of wish coming your way, but I feel like you have to really listen to your guides, because you're going to be guided in the direction you need to go, and getting grounded is going to help you do that. And like also going back to this one, look at the blue. Blue is always communication to me. So that's like deep communication coming your way. If you could just get back to like the roots and get back to hearing them again. And I feel like you might have had some rough stuff go on lately or like in the recent past, and that was all to kind of put you on a path you need to be on. Because the next card I got the Chariot, and the Chariot is all about being recognized for your hard work. It's your hard work paying off, like Kris said, like planting those seeds and then them growing into something and you being acknowledged for your hard work. And I love the Chariot. And I was really hyper focused on the Cancer sign. So that makes me think that there's something coming for you. Maybe it's the wish, maybe it's whatever that wish you're trying to get fulfilled is coming to you. And I would say like the Cancer season, so that end of June-ish to like July 20th time period, there's something coming your way. So that is what I got. That's cool that we both got the grounding thing.
Right.
Love it when it's like that. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. Next up we have a mediumship question. Okay. I didn't have a chance to say farewell to my late partner, Daryl. How is he doing? Are there any messages? All right. I'm going to bring out my mediumship deck. So Daryl, asking for a mirror dragon. Did he have glasses? I have a really random question because I feel like I'm getting the message I can see now. Like, see clearly now. I wonder if that makes any sense to you. Ooh. Oh, I'm in the card section. Okay, one for older age. Okay. Well, he doesn't need them anymore because I'm getting like he doesn't, like he can see clearly, which is pretty cool. If you're ready, you could go. Sorry. Mediumship.
Yeah, I can. I even pulled in my lovely. I always hang on to my Lemurian crystal when I do mediumship readings. I'm like, I grabbed that one too. So, okay. So, what I got was he is absolutely fine. Like completely fine. There is literally no need for you to worry that I'm hearing that the partnership has broken up, because it hasn't broken up. So even though he is not physically here in this form, energetically, he is still with you. Even though it feels like, everything has ended because he is no longer with us in physical form, he's wanting to literally, and he's like being very gentle about, like, I want to correct you, but I don't want to correct you. Like, he's just being very nice, very sweet about, like, hey, the partnership has not broken up. And for all intents and purposes, like, it'll always be I hear like the partnership. So that's great. And also it kind of feels like all the things, like he wants to bring attention to, I'm hearing all the things that went awry or all the things that went wrong, but in kind of a kooky, cockamamie, crazy, weird words that I never get the context. And just I'm supposed to say what I hear, like weird cockamamie ways that things always just kind of went bonkers, went off the rails. I'm supposed to bring attention to that, as in good memories about, how at the moment maybe it wasn't so good, but then you could have a good laugh about it, or like, oh man, that could have gone way differently than it did. Those types of moments with that. And then then next thing I got from him was he wants you to remember when things get really kind of nerve-wracking. It's like I see like somebody trying to like paddle a boat upstream versus floating, going with the flow downstream. He's like, make sure you go with the flow, and don't feel like you have to work so hard. I literally see myself like paddling a canoe, but I'm going like against the current. Like I'm like literally trying to claw my way upstream. And he's asking you not to do that. Like, don't torture yourself by trying to get where you're not meant to go, if that makes sense, with that. But he doesn't have any regrets or animosity about didn't have the chance to say farewell. Like that's all for him, water under the bridge. Like that's not the important, meaningful thing that he is wanting to bring to you. He's wanting to bring those meaningful moments of, hey, stick with me, kid. We're still together. Those kinds of things. So, nice messages. Definitely. You're wanting to assure you he's fine. He wants to make sure you're fine. And just don't work so hard to get yourself upstream. Like, go with the flow. And literally I see somebody like finally realizing, oh, if I just stop paddling and let myself float, I'll come to a point where I can dock, and then I get out and go to where I need to go. So however all of that connects, that's what he's sharing.
I really like this. I like, this guy like really like worshiped you. I mean, I feel like he was like very much, in love, and just very much like, very supportive. I'm just getting like the supportive vibes. And I do feel like he is sending you signs. I'm glad that you said that, because I do feel like he's sending you signs. Because like the first card I got was the 9 of Earth, and it was a jumper, and it jumped right out. And the 9 of Earth is all about like enjoying life, enjoying, like, you've worked hard and now it's time to enjoy life. So if you find yourself like not enjoying things and you're just kind of struggling, like you're paddling, find a way to just enjoy things more, because that's what he wants for you. And I feel like he sends you birds. I don't know if you get cardinals or like blue jays or but I feel like you see birds, and those are like, sometimes he sends them your way. Or if you're sitting around thinking about him and you see a bird, that's him. Are you thinking about maybe selling your house or moving or something? Because I think first he wants to acknowledge that you made house, like the house, beautiful. You made it like a beautiful home. And if you're thinking about selling it, I think he's giving you a green light, because I think he believes too that you could probably get. I feel like you were thinking more this summer, like maybe like around August, of maybe selling or thinking about moving, but I think I think I'm getting a green light that you would get a really good offer if you needed to move into something smaller. Like, you'd get a nice offer where you could like pay for a new place outright, I feel like, which is huge in this economy. So if you're thinking of doing that, then that's something you might want to look, like, get a realtor and kind of obviously look into all the good things. But and he's also trying to say too that you I got really beautiful cards, so this is so exciting, that you have the power to kind of manifest the life you want. And that I know I love this card. It's one of my favorites. That you have the power to really manifest the life you want. And another bird feather again. So if you have a question and you want to ask him something, and even if it's like a yes or no question, you can ask it and then wait to see if you get a bird feather somewhere, like near your door or somewhere in your driveway, like a random one, like one that would be kind of like, or that would stick out to you. I feel like that's your yes when you get a bird feather from him. Like a white bird feather, I feel like it'd be yes, and maybe a black bird feather would be like no. I kind of feel like you can almost use him to ask him questions, and he's willing to answer and help you get anything you need. I just really like how supportive this person is. Like he's definitely, yeah, he's your protector. I love that. Yeah. I love it so much. So hopefully that helps. Yeah, I would definitely try that. You know what else, Mere Dragon? You can do like how I do mediumship through my Angel Wisdom tarot deck. That's how I do it. I ask Archangel Azrael to bring him through. Yep. Kris does the same thing.
Yep. And oracle cards. Yeah.
Yeah. you can use them because they'll help get the right card that you need to like for their message. And then it's a matter of looking at the card and what jumps out at you and not going by like the typical definition. So you can absolutely use cards for mediumship if you want to try to connect with him. Find a deck you think he would like if he's an animal person, get an animal deck, something like that. So, all right. So I hope that was helpful. Okay. I have like 13 questions starred. I like 12 more starred.
Awesome. Love all the hellos. Hi, everybody. Yes, I'm reading the chat here.
You think I should close the questions so we're done by 1? Just
yeah. If you feel like we're going to be overloaded, then I'm excited. We have so many questions. Yeah,
no,
but we don't want to overwhelm our energies. That's for sure.
How do I forgot how to do it. There's a way to do it. It's always a banner. There we go. Okay, there we go. Cool. Perfect. Okay, and all it does is move that up a little bit, just in case. Okay, go back to my comments. All right, so then we had, want to make sure I got everybody. Okay. Angel up above, we got you. Birthday messages, Mere Dragon. And then we got, okay, so the next one is Joanna. Is it Joanna Lula? Joanna Lula, any messages for me today?
Okay.
I have a big heating pad, like a big heating thing on me.
I saw that.
I had my pain injections today, like all up in my traps and my neck and stuff. So it helps to put heat on them after.
It looks nice and cozy.
It is. I really like it. And you just put it in the microwave and it stays warm for a long time.
Ooh, very cool.
Okay. Joanna Lula. How did you? Oh, I got 2 of those. Okay. Put one of these.
All right, I'm going to jump in while you are like they are coming fast today, which is awesome.
I love it.
They're like in turbo mode. Okay, so interesting. I'm going to take a swig of liquid here. There we go. So Spirit has given me like reverse cards today. And when I see reverse cards, Spirit always says, now remember, it's not necessarily something negative, but it could just be something that you need to work on. So I'm notorious for giving homework when I do readings. So you may have a little homework in this one. So we have our first one up is reverse, and it's the 5 of Cups. So flip it. So this is definitely, we're talking, cups, people, connections, friendships, relationships. And because it's reversed, it's take a look at how you react to people, situations that just don't go the right way. So maybe it's been a conversation out of the blue where somebody says something that just literally kind of hits you like a bolt of lightning, and your response is not what they want to hear. Like they're wanting you to say something different than what they're expecting, but you're giving them the real truth with that. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in or sucked into a cycle of worrying about how what you said or how you reacted is going to, I literally get the word look in quotation, like air quotes, like don't stir yourself up and get sucked into like what the perception was or what that's like. Because literally you were consulted and you, out of the goodness of your heart, gave whatever information was meant to be said with that. So if you're in a situation or have been in a situation like that, or maybe there's one, I talk about things that haven't happened yet. It could very well be, maybe it's coming up and you're being urged, just remember, don't get sucked into the drama of, oh my gosh, should I say the wrong thing? What happened? It's like, you have to be authentic. And you're not going to hurt people's feelings by being authentic, because you do come from a space of caring and a space of concern. So that's kind of an important thing. If there's been some drama lately, or feeling like people are trying to suck you into that, your guides are just affirming that you're right. You don't need to get involved with that. You don't need to get sucked into it, because you can always just share, hey, I'm here for you. You know, if you need a good ear, I'm here for you. You know, I will listen, you know, whatever it might be, without being committal to, you know, getting sucked in the middle of that. Another thing I got, I feel like maybe they're kind of changing gears with this, is our Two of Cups, which is the partnership, possibly relationship card, and it's reversed. So this is the card of things not going necessarily the direction it does. I don't see a breakup, so to speak, or like a parting of ways, but I see more of a, let's do a little bit of work to keep things together, versus like, I'm going to go my way, you go your way, and maybe we'll figure it out. It's more like, no, Spirit wants you to figure it out and wants you to put the effort in and the work in to help, I hear, like, nurse this along, because this is an important connection, whether it's relationship, friendship, that needs to be for now. It's like there are things that you need to contribute, things that they need to contribute. So you need to be in connection in some fashion. So whatever it takes, to, without sacrificing yourself, because this is not a self-sacrificing situation, but this is actually step into it and do what work needs to be done in order to keep these things connected. Because by doing that work, it's going to push you ahead on your path. And that path is, I love this. This is an oracle card, rebirth and rejuvenation, but I saw it reversed. And I don't normally read oracle cards reversed, but Spirit gave me all three of my cards reversed. So I'm looking at this as it, when you do that work, then that puts you toward like the light bulb coming on, and it helps move you into more of what is new and coming. Like this connection is like the another rung on the ladder, or the step, the next stepping stone that you're on before things open up for you to like literally reinvent, rejuvenate. Like you see things that are new, and it's like spring when the flowers bloom and the buds, you know, start opening up leaves on the trees. Like things are now blossoming for you, but you have to keep that connection, and you have to nurse that connection along, because there are important things that need to happen in that for both of you, but for you respectively, to get to that point. And I love, there's lovely playful dolphin energy here. So you do have dolphin as a spirit totem, joy, like this, like you find joy, it brings you joy, it helps you discover more about yourself in that. And new, all the little baby sea turtles that are on their way to freedom, because they've just hatched and they're making their way to where they need to go next, which is the sea. So this is like for you, this relationship, this connection, this friendship is helping move you to where you need to be next in your life as well. So allow yourself the time. Like, don't rush it. Allow yourself the time to do what needs to be done to keep this and to move it along. And then you're going to see things like naturally just kind of open up, and the light bulb comes on, and it just like opens that door like a portal, like a gate for you to go into what's new and what's next for you.
I feel like you have like a big decision to make. Because I got and maybe it has to do with like relationship stuff, because it's so if you look here, like see how there's two roads.
Oh, awakening.
Yeah, awakening card, and there's two different roads there, and neither of the roads, like none of them are bad. Like there's not like a wrong road or a right road. You just have two different choices to make. And I feel like it's around relationships, because I was really focused on the C, which is Archangel Shamuel. And Archangel Shamuel is that, you know, that archangel of like your twin flame and like bringing people into your life and relationships. And I feel like getting a different perspective on it, or maybe pausing and just kind of looking at it from a different perspective is the key, because there's a key there. And, this card's all about looking at things from a different perspective. And there's something with the number 4 with you. I'm not quite sure why. I'm not sure if they're trying to tell me April or 4 months, 4 weeks, 4 months, but I'm getting the number 4 because it looks like his leg is making a 4 and there's 4 branches. And that really jumped out at me. I also think that there's something cool coming up with you opportunity wise, and hopefully maybe in career, because this is all about like a new opportunity. It's the page of earth, a new opportunity that leads to growth and abundance. So, but it's also about kind of studying too, where you might have to like study something. Like if you get like a promotion, then you might have to learn like a new skill or something. But I feel like there's some kind of learning opportunity coming for you that's going to lead to some abundance and growth on your part, which is always nice. And this is telling me that you need to look at the truth of the situation, which is sometimes really hard to do, especially when you're in it. That's why I like that this kind of goes well with the looking at it from a different perspective card, because sometimes it's really hard, especially like when you're right in the middle of things and you're just like, everything's like coming at you. But this is telling me to like look at the truth and look for the light. Something about light, and I'm not quite, you'll have to let me know if that makes sense, but there's something with light, like lighting up the situation or something, but I keep hyper focusing on the light in that ball. So hopefully that makes sense. I feel like that was a little jumbled. Sometimes it just comes through jumbled though, but so hopefully that makes sense, Joanna Lula. Let me see if you wrote anything in the chat. Hi, Miss Tarot D. Oh, hi. I love Miss Tarot D. I have like a little bit of like I'm like a little bit of a fangirl.
Nice.
Ascending butterfly. Yes, I did get your question. You're on here. Where are you? Ascending butterfly. Did I get you? Yep, you're actually next, ascending butterfly. Yeah, so I hope that makes sense, Joanna Lula. I just feel like there's some kind of cool opportunity coming your way. And I'm excited to hear about it. And when it comes to choices, sometimes it's hard, but sometimes looking at it from like a different perspective or a different point of view, or even asking somebody, like I'll call my mom whenever I have like an issue and I'll be like, okay, am I overthinking this? And am I being like, or I'll be like, am I the a-hole? Mom, am I the a-hole in the situation? I always like to get her perspective because she just has like a unique perspective on things. So sometimes it's just a matter of asking another person and just feel like, what am I like, it just helps me. But hopefully that was helpful to you. Okay, ascending butterfly. Happy Easter to you too.
Happy Easter.
Your teams of light, please. Thank you so much. Teams of light. That's fun. Teams of light. Teams of light. Ooh. I can start if you want.
Okay.
So, ascending butterfly. I feel like right now there's like a situation in which you like you're kind of going through like some kind of obstacle. I don't think it's like a huge thing, but it's like just kind of like a bump in the road. And I'm being told to tell you like that you have to change your communication style or change how you communicate with whoever the person is, or if it's, I think it's with another person, because I also, once again, Archangel Shamuel, and that's usually like partnerships, relationships. But if you see, like, this is little King Arthur, right? And he can't pull the sword from the stone, but he just has to kind of change his tactic and change the way he kind of talks to the sword, and then it will come out. So it's like, I don't know if you have to deliver information to somebody that's hard to hear, or you're kind of like, you're kind of at a standstill with somebody right now, but changing the way you communicate with them is what's going to help. Because that little butterfly, I think this person needs to feel very safe, because that butterfly is today screaming like delicate, safe. So maybe it's the way you're talking to that person. And I feel like this might come to a head in May, because I'm looking at the emeralds on there, the green emeralds. And then also too, your guides are saying that you have like all the wisdom in you, which is awesome. And this is also number 7. It's 52, which goes to which breaks down to 7, which is your life path. And I feel like these angels this team of light has been with you for many lifetimes. And their job is to get you on your path or help you stay on your path. And that you've learned a lot, and you have a lot of wisdom that you've gained. And they're telling you to tap into that. And if you have questions, ask for signs from them. They'll send you signs, because I feel like they communicate with you through animals. So this is my message from Spirit card. And I'm getting, this is Animal Kingdom. And it's all about the different ways that animals, like how they can communicate with you. But like a lot of times it's messages from our team that are using animals like birds and butterflies and different things to communicate with us or to teach us lessons. So tapping into that. Or if you're somebody that is trying to work on your clairs or work on develop like your psychic ability, you are probably a shoo-in for being an animal communicator, and you might find that it comes easy, and that might be something you should look into. I love that. That's awesome. I wish I could do that. I have a friend that's an animal communicator. She's like brilliant at it.
Okay. So jumping on the heels of that, like, you are the magic. I have the water magic card. So I know. So emotions are really important, and your team, like, literally, like Kyle said, you're the shoo-in for doing things like animal communication, and your team is literally saying, like, you are the magic. Don't doubt yourself. We're your support. We're your foundation. You just ask us, and we're going to bring you everything that you need to open that door to allow you to see that you already are the magic. You already have it. And I love, water. If you may be a water sign astrologically, and also, by putting your feelings into your intention and visualizing what it is you want to manifest, that's part of your magic as well. So that's really important. One thing that your team is saying is you don't have to defend yourself. They're there for you. They're your protection. So if you're ever in a situation where you feel like you need to have shields up, call them in. They will layer up the protection for you, and you don't ever have to feel like that you're going to have to go on the defensive. Like, they've got your back. Like, I literally see them steps like in front of you, like more than just 1 or 2 steps, but like a long distance. Like, they filter it before it comes to you, if that makes sense. But most definitely, you have them, like, they've always been with you lifetimes, like Kyle said, for lifetimes. Like, they have been, like, they're your OG. Like, they're there with that. But one thing that they do want you to do is to take care of your energy. And even I heard the word health, and I don't do like medical intuition as in trained to do it, but it happens sometimes. And this was the first card that came up. It's the 4 of Swords, and it's reversed. And for me, traditionally, no matter what deck I use, when this card shows up, Spirit's always saying, deliver a message connected to take care of your energy, take care of your health. So if there are things that you have been neglecting, that you have been putting on the back burner, whether it is getting something checked out. Maybe it's the dental appointment, or maybe something that you're like, yeah, I'll get to that when I have time. Spirit's saying you need to make time for that, not because there's an emergency, but because it's like getting your oil changed in your car, regular maintenance. When you take care of it, it gets you down the road farther. So take care of the self, it gets you down the road farther. Maintain your energy. Don't allow yourself to get depleted. Don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed by feeling like you have to be defending yourself. It's like, do you want to take the hard way or the easy way? Well, the hard way is I'm going to do it myself no matter what. It's like the reading where I was paddling upstream. The easy way is call your team in to help you for the assistance. Like, call them and ask them if you need a boost of energy. Ask them to give you a boost of energy. Call in Archangel Raphael, and he can help you as well with any needs that you might have on maybe some aches and pains that are bothering you, or minor things that just need to be kind of reinforced, if you will. Like call Raphael in and ask him, visualize there's lots of lovely green light surrounding you, and then just have him come in and work on you as well with that. But definitely they want you to take care of your energy and take care of your, I'm going to do energy / health on that. And I'm hearing no emergency, but it's like maintenance. Keep yourself up, keep yourself running smoothly. Okay.
Oh, okay, Denise, I can do that. I didn't even think about it. I just don't want to assume. Sorry, Denise said I can make her a mod. I thought I did. I maybe I need to. So if I jump on our live really quick, if I jump on it on my phone, I just don't ever want to assume like, oh, somebody can be my moderator. I don't ever want to assume. So I always hate. I have a hard time asking for help. Okay.
And remember, while you're doing that, I will share that as we're reading, somebody may go, oh, that makes total sense for me, but I wasn't up on deck being read for at the time. So remember, things that we talk about could apply to other people as well. Hint, hint, Kyle, you can ask for help. I do too. I totally do.
That's so sweet. Thank you. Oh no, I'm a total fangirl, Miss Tarot D. I think you're the coolest. I just think you're super duper and just so freaking cool. Okay, where was I? Okay. Who are my guides, and do they have a message for me? Thank you so much. Oh, I meant to add this, then I got distracted for that last one. For Ascending Butterfly, I wonder what that communication card might have to do with the thing Kris was talking about. Maybe if you need to go do something for your health, maybe it's how you communicate with the provider, or how you, or maybe it's setting energetic boundaries with somebody. That clicked in my head as she was talking, and then I got really ADD with the adding moderators. So maybe you need to have set boundaries with somebody that might be like Kris and I were just talking about, communicate, setting boundaries with energy vampires sometimes. Mm-hmm. That they don't mean to. They have, sometimes they're nice and they have nice intentions, but sometimes people could be a little bit draining. I know sometimes I drain my mom. My nose gets really red when I read. People probably think that I'm boozing up before I go online. I don't know why. My nose gets really red when I read. I don't know if it's the blood. I don't know. I think
it's the blood flow in the capillaries.
I see all these videos of me reading, and my nose is bright red like Rudolph. Maybe they're guiding people to my channel.
You're the beacon of light.
I'm the Rudolph.
That's okay, Kyle. My cheeks get bright red when I do readings, and then I get hot. I even have my little fan here blowing on me because I just warm up and I get so hot.
I get a little worried too. I like it when it's cold in the venues at fairs when they have the air blasting. I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I travel with a little fan.
Little fan. That's smart.
Because when it's not cool. Yeah.
I was not drinking before this live. I promise you. I have to pick up my kids in a little bit. My nose is really red. I did some videos, some past life videos, and I'm looking and I'm like, my nose is so red in this video.
That is why. All right. Peace of love. 3, 4, 7, 8. Okay.
Who are your guys? Oh. That's interesting. Actually, no, I don't want that. Wrong deck. I want this one. Hey, can you do me a favor, Peace Love? I don't know if you can see this, but these cats have different colored eyes. Can you tell me which color you're drawn to? Or which, I could read them too. We got green, blue, brown, and hazel. Just tell me like which one like resonates most with you, because that's going to help me get a deeper message for you. I got like 3 green ones. Oh, I got a yellow. It's also a yellow too. So blue, like a light brown, green, a yellow, like a bluish green, another green, another green. Still lots of green. But if any of those colors resonate with you, that would kind of help me. Let me look at the messages again, see what you think. Awesome. Sunshine, did I get your message? Yes, I did. Okay, I did get you, Sunshine. You're coming up soon. All right. So while I'm waiting on that, I can start with the other one. Oh, the pick, yeah. It's a bunch of little cats, and whatever color eyes that you're drawn to is like what's gonna help. It's gonna kind of give me a deeper message for you. So a lot of it's mostly green, yellow, hazel, brown, and blue. I don't know if any of those resonate with you at all. But that's just gonna help me kind of tap in a little bit more. So the first one I got, I feel like there's a guide with you that's like almost like a grief guide, like one that helps you when you're sad. And I know for me, I don't know if I have a guide like that, but I know I use Archangel Azrael when I'm grieving. He's but I use him for a lot of stuff. Yellow, okay, that helps me. Thank you. Whenever there's like a color like that, it will help me kind of get like a little bit deeper message, and you'll see in a minute. I'm like rambling today, sorry. So I feel like there's a guide that's kind of helping you whenever you have sad times and whenever you're like feeling really down. This is someone you can call on. They're kind of almost like, they're not like a cheering up guide, but they're more like a grieving guide, because they're just trying to help you kind of go through the process of whatever you're kind of grieving or you're sad about. And then there's also a guide that has to do with relationships. I feel like you have like a relationship guide that kind of helps bring relationships into your path that you're meant to deal with in this lifetime. I feel like you kind of chose them on the other side, and then this guide kind of helps make sure you get on like the chessboard so that you meet these people. Because this card I got is forgiveness, and it's all about relationships and all about your heart chakra. So to me, that's telling me there's some kind of guide that helps you with like relationships there. And they're talking about too, like anytime you have like anger or resentment towards someone or something, it suffocates your own growth, which I can honestly speak to. I know what that's like, because I'm not judging you at all. Like I'm in that boat. So they're trying to say like, if you have any of that, or anytime you start to kind of feel like that, try to practice the art of forgiveness and call in this guide to help you kind of heal that and heal that heart chakra there, because it's like you're drinking the poison and they don't really care kind of thing. So, and like I said, personal experience. So I know. And then since you're telling me yellow, so this is telling me that you've been procrastinating about something. This is the 7 of water. And whatever it is, since you picked the color yellow, yellow is all about your solar plexus and your self-esteem and your personal power. So whatever you've been procrastinating on is has to do with something that's going to like better you, or something where you have to stand in your power and maybe make a tough decision or tell somebody, or like whenever I have to like deal with somebody or like step into my power or like set a boundary, I struggle with my solar plexus because I don't almost feel like I have like the courage to do it. So it's like it's all about using your courage. So those are the messages I got. And like I said, I'm getting like 2 guides for right now, but we have tons of guides. Those are just the 2 I'm picking up on.
Yeah, and I'm going to jump right on the heels of the solar plexus and the courage, because I got fire magic. Yeah, so fire, that's your inner power, your core power, your solar plexus. So you're being asked to call in. And you may not know who all of your guides are, and that's fine. We don't always have to know who they are, but just know that we always have somebody who will come in to help us with whatever it might be. So if you just trust that when you put the call out, you'll get a response, you'll get results. That's important with this. So you're being asked to work on your solar plexus chakra. So maybe it's having some Reiki done and have somebody balance your chakras. It could be it's not spinning as it should. It could be it's blocked a little bit. If we're looking at having difficulty standing in our power, standing up for ourselves. And it's interesting because when you said procrastination, Kyle, the first thing that popped in, which really goes very kind of apropos for, I pulled the reverse King of Pentacles, and Pentacles is all about your financial security, money, finances, also your personal security, your foundation. So maybe we're procrastinating about taking care of some things dealing with our money and our finances. Like, well, I'll get to that. I'll take care of that. I'll get to that later. It doesn't necessarily mean you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, or you are, I'll pay that after I have everything done. But it could be, I don't want to see the situation that is developing, or the situation that I'm in, that maybe if I just stepped into my power and made a choice or made a decision, then we could start putting the puzzle pieces together and maybe completing that and taking care of whatever it might be. So if this procrastination has something to do with money and finances, don't panic, don't worry, because I pulled the prosperity and abundance card also. So big card. So if you're finding that seems to be, this is kind of interesting, kind of on the path of let's manifest it and let's get it fixed. So if you are finding that might be an area that has been an issue, literally, you could work with Archangel Metatron, because he's all about the money and the finances and helping you out. So you could call him in and ask him to help you put a plan together. Yeah, he's great. And he's gold. Like all the light around him is like brilliant gold. And he definitely is great. If you're trying to manifest, you can call him in and ask for help with that. I also have the star card. Like, you got some big cards. I know, my friend.
That's a
beautiful. This is about intention, setting your intention, setting your focus, putting it out there to the universe, to your guides, to help you bring something in. So regardless of what it might be, you have the ability to manifest, and you have the ability to set your focus, set your intention. I always say, be careful what you wish for. Say it very specifically. Be very direct about what it is that you want, so you get the results, but also throw in the emotions and the feelings of, it's already here. I have it. There's so much. If you want to go down the rabbit hole of Abraham Hicks, definitely look up Abraham Hicks, abundance, prosperity, being in your own vortex, the joyfulness of abundance. wonderful stuff. But anyway, yeah, so I didn't pick up any specific guides. You got a lot of them. You came in with a crowd, literally. But I think the two that Kyle mentioned would be the two that you might want to dig into. If you want to know what their names are, a cool little trick is before you hop in the shower or the bathtub is ask your guides to tell you who they are. If they generally their energy, we're human, we feel like names are important. They're like, I'm just an energy and I identify with you. But if you need a name to call me, then I will give you a name or let you pick a name. So before you hop in the bath or the shower, before you get your body wet, just ask, okay, guides, tell me who you are. I have the guide that helps me with grief. I have the guide that helps me with, and you could like name them in order and say, I want you to tell me your name first. And then the next guide, tell me your name second. Go do your thing in the bath or the shower. By the time you hop out, you should have names. And it may seem weird or strange or crazy. Like, did I really hear that? Whatever pops in into your intuition, that's the response. They're giving you a name. Or you may like totally get nothing. That means you get to pick the name for them that you're comfortable with assigning to them. And they're fine. They'll be all right with that. Yeah.
That is a cool trick. I love that.
Yeah. And it works. It does.
Very cool. I'm going to try that because I have nicknames I nickname them.
Very cool.
So like based on colors and stuff. I love that. All right. Now we have, so thank you so much, Peace Love. Okay. So now we have Angie. Okay. Can you please ask my angelic guide, Clarion, if I should marry Jeremy? Connected to him, I sent a gold beam from my heart to his third eye. At the end of the beam was a circle of my smiling face. Okay. So
I literally heard, and this is not trying to weasel out of answering this question, but I heard you already know the question, you already know the answer intuitively. Like you asked, and if you're feeling like you don't want the answer, you're being asked to take a look at why. Why is it you don't want to ask on behalf of yourself? I'm hearing that. I'll ask, but I'm just, hearing like, hey, you have the ability to get the answer and you already have the answer intuitively. It's like, do you want to hear the answer? Whether it's a yes or a no, figure out why you do or you don't want to hear that answer.
I have a guide that calls me out a lot too.
Homework.
Michael will call me out. He will call you out.
Yep. Yep. He is my primary guide, archangel, and my guardian. And dang, he definitely is all about like Kris.
It's very bad.
And I see that. I'm like, oh, come on. Really? Like,
I mess with him though. I tease him.
Step into your power and do your thing.
Yeah. I like to tease him. I'm like, come on. Like, I feel like he's like a big brother. He has big brother energy to me.
I think that he definitely comes across because he's such an intimidating energy if you're not prepared. Probably when he first showed up, I literally woke up like out of a dead sleep and like he swooped in and he was like right here. I'm like, Michael, that scared the shit out of me. For a moment that I realized who it was. I'm like, oh.
I've never seen him. I just hear him, but I've seen Azrael. And I'm alive. Awesome. I live to tell about it.
Even better.
Especially when you see Azrael, you're about to die.
They're like, well, thank goodness my number was not up.
He was just bringing me peace. I love him. It's so peaceful. He's so great. Like if you're just struggling and I was like really stressed out and anxious and he was just bringing me peace. I felt so calm.
That is amazing.
And he didn't have a hood. He was like more like white to me. He wasn't like cloaked. Yeah, I know some people see him like cloaked to the hood, but I didn't see him like that.
Wow, very cool.
Huh. I'm gonna do. This one is interesting.
Mm. Yes, ma'am, it is.
I'm doing like, oh my God, that's hysterical. Sorry.
Your Michigan just came out.
I got the same card. I'm doing dual decks.
Your Michigan accent just came out.
It's my Chicago.
Okay.
Chicago. But yeah, they're very similar because I live, actually, Denise is from Michigan. I used to go there a lot as a kid, though. My mom's family, all her family is from up there.
I was like, man, I just heard that.
I have a special like connection to Michigan.
I do too. I have some really amazing friends who live in southwestern Michigan. Yeah, around the Coldwater area, around the lakes. Yeah.
Yeah, mine are in Southwest too, like New Haven, Bangor. They're all like Kalamazoo, like all in that.
Okay.
Do you want to go or do you want me to go?
Yeah, I'll go. So when you were saying this was interesting, I'm like, heck yeah, this is like seriously interesting here. Okay, so the biggest thing that I know your question is, ask him if I should marry Jeremy. I still get like you just need to ask him yourself. Like we're not here to tell you yes you should or no you should not, but to give you some pieces of the puzzle. Sorry, I don't mean to point. I should take my fingers back. We're here to give you some pieces of the puzzle to let you study why you're asking someone else to ask the question, if that makes sense. Like the teacher in me is showing up here with this. So it feels like we're going to take a look at, and this is like maybe asking Clarion to kind of guide you through this process versus should I or should I not, like to help you get to the point where you're going to intuitively receive that information that you need to answer the question. But this is the Ace of Cups. So this is looking at, the newness in the connection or the relationship. And if this is a brand new relationship, then it's important for you to take a look at the value. If this is, I feel like it's a new relationship all the time, like 50 first dates, then let's take a look at, what is the trigger of where it keeps feeling like you're restarting over and over again. It's interesting, like spinning the wheels, like, I do this, well, then it's like, here we go again, and here we go again. So whatever that might be, Queen of Pentacles here, I don't think I said what that card was. That is because we're not answering a money question here, but Pentacles can be your foundation, your security, how you feel about yourself in relationships versus how you feel about the other partner in the relationship. So it feels like there's some questions that you might want to take a look at answering within yourself about how you feel with this relationship. And it also feels like you might be looking for some affirmation and acceptance. That's what this card is, affirmation and acceptance. You literally have so much love from your spirit team. Like they accept you as you are. They accept you warts and all. Like they accept every part of you. And they want you literally to bring everything to them. Like, so if you're needing to step into a situation and figure out some of the puzzle pieces, ask them to help you with signs as to what decisions you need to make. And if you're looking for affirmation and acceptance from Jeremy, ask yourself why. Why are you looking for this? If you are not, then I totally missed the ballpark in what popped in as this card showed up. But the acceptance, like you already have that from your spirit team, which doesn't necessarily have to be enough. Please don't read that into it. But definitely know that, if you're feeling like you need help and assistance, they're there to help you and help you get through that. You're being asked, the next card I pulled was meditation for creativity. You're being asked to see how you can focus. So I know meditation is kind of that word where people are like, oh, I can't meditate. I can't meditate to save my soul, but I can focus. And, that can literally be a term used synonymous with meditation is focus and how you put that together for yourself. But maybe go into that type of focus state or into the quiet state and tune in and be open to receiving whatever message Clarion is going to bring you, because you will get an answer and you will get a message. And then it may be part of the situation is that you're meant to work through it individually. That's a good word I'm going to use, individually. Like you're meant to work through this and receive the signs and receive the information, and then you come to the conclusion, should I or should I not? Okay, Kyle, take it away.
I think the energy for either, like, you're going to be fine either way. Is kind of what I'm getting. You're going to be fine either way. I feel like you guys have a nice partnership. So I got the chair. This is why this is interesting. I got the chariot twice. I did, and to me, in terms of like a relationship question, I'm looking at the two horses. I feel like you guys might be like the opposites. Like you might be very opposite, but you make a good team. You work hard together. It's like you each pull, you pull the weight together. It's not like one person's being like the giving one or one person's doing all the work in the relationship. And like, I feel like there's a lot of, like you would travel a lot. There's like, you would have a travel partner. You would be able to do like fun things together. I feel like you feel very grounded in this relationship. But I also got, if you didn't marry him till either, you would still like, and Kris mentioned the creativity. I don't know why I'm getting this in terms of not marrying him. So this is something you might have to just kind of like look at and think about. But this is all about being recognized by your community. And like, it's all about like being a light that attracts others to you. So, and also it's just like doing really well and meeting new people and like bringing people into your life. So it's like you have a choice. Like if you go on one path, you have like a partnership, but if you go on this path, I feel like they're trying to say you're going to meet other people if you don't marry him. Like you're not going to end up alone. You're going to have a nice community around you. I almost feel like it's like a nice like friend group, or you're going to meet like a group of women and maybe you guys do things together. So if you're marrying out of like loneliness, then don't fear, you're not going to be lonely. But if you did marry, it would still be a nice partnership. And then, like, I think that like a fear is being alone. And if you like, once again, if you were to take the different route and not marry, you're not going to be alone. You're not going to be this woman standing here like with regret, looking at the crowd and wishing she could be a part of it. You're going to be the woman that's like valued in her community. So I got either way, you're going to be okay. So it's really just like, what follow your heart. What does your heart want? Follow your heart and, yeah.
And Clarion can bring you to that point where you will have that realization or that knowingness of what your heart wants. Yeah.
Yeah. And and I feel like since you said you had to send him the beam to your heart to the third eye, does that mean you're trying to like get him to like use his intuition to ask you to marry him? I wasn't quite clear on that, but I feel like you like using your own intuition too, and like maybe setting the beam to your own third eye might help you kind of see things from see like what you need to see.
Different perspective. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and all good things, literally. Yeah, I don't see anything negative or bad in any of this. It feels like you have a big opportunity to do some self-discovery in the process of receiving, the information from your guide.
Yeah. And it looks like, I feel like either way, if there's going to be like nice things about either lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So just don't be afraid. If you're doing it because you're afraid of being alone, don't do it because you're not going to be alone. So, okay. Any special messages for me for the rest of the month? Old Windwalker. Special messages. Special messages. And I don't know if you're still here, but Miss Taro D and Denise, thank you so much if you're still here. Thank you for plugging our channels. Special messages.
All right, I'm going to jump in while you're shuffling. All right. I do this one in reverse. I've been working with tarot first and then the oracle. And this one, I grabbed oracle first. Given to passion is the big message for you for April. Is literally what is it that you're passionate about, and your focus for April could be pursuing that passion, and maybe something that you have maybe put aside for a while because you've had other things on your plate. And I'm feeling like there's space now available for you to give into that passion and to pursue that passion. It's also Page of Wands. This is not necessarily a major card, but it definitely is what journey do you want to take while you are pursuing that passion? Like, it puts you on a path, like you can now start moving forward on your path by pursuing whatever that might be that calls to you. And then I have the Empress card. This is a big card. This is you, big energy. And what energy, what is it that you're passionate about? Your personal power, step into it. And I did pull it reverse. So I should hold it upside down here. I did pull it reverse. So it feels like fueling that personal power and that passion comes through partly by pursuing whatever it might be that you are passionate about and that you could focus on in April, and work on building back up and stepping back into your power by bringing those things in. What makes you soar, what sings to you, what calls to your heart, what are you passionate about? Yeah.
I love this. I'm excited for your month. I feel like you recently worked really hard on something. I don't know if it was like a work project or if you were working on your business or something, but they're telling you this month to enjoy the fruits of your labors, to have a little fun, to like you've put in a lot of the work, and it's time for you to just kind of give yourself permission to just enjoy this month, or enjoy like a week, or like taking a day off or something, because you've worked really hard. Enjoy your peace and quiet. And then I also got the Six of Pentacles, which is also about allowing yourself to receive. So not only did you work really hard and you should give yourself like a break and have some fun, but you need to learn how to like let people do for you. Like me, I have a hard time asking for help. I guess I'm just like, oh no, people are busy. But like people, when somebody offers to help or somebody offers to do something nice for you, just accepting it and just letting somebody do something nice for you, and just being open to receive. I feel like you do a lot for others, and sometimes it's just nice. And then also, like Kris, you said creativity, right? Because I'm really focused on the orange. Getting creative, however it is you do get creative. Like me, I'm a writer, so I write, but like other people will knit or color, or even just like doodle. I mean, it doesn't have to be like you're painting or anything like that. It could just be whatever you do that's creative and fun for you. I'm being told to do that. That's going to help with your sacral chakra. And then you're healing from something. And I feel like maybe that's what you worked hard on, and there's something that you're healing from this month, and it's just going to get easier and easier because these birds are taking her to the safety of the shore. And you're going to feel a bit more grounded about the situation and just feel better about things. And then they're asking you, I pulled a fourth one because I had a jumper. They're asking you to remember that you are light, that you are pure light, and that you are light and love, and that you you shine bright. So just remember that if you're ever feeling down or feeling like your energy is like depleted or that you just are struggling at all, just remember that like a lot of people are in your corner and that they see you. Like try to see yourself the way we see you, and like people that love you see you, and that you are like this beautiful being of light.
That was a lovely message. I love that.
Yes, I love this deck. I haven't used it in years, and lately I've been using it a bunch. I just felt called to grab it lately. So, oh, this one's cool. Okay, so Sunshine, are you witchy at all? Because if you are witchy, friend, that means the Morgan is all up on your grill. Like the Morgan is trying to talk to you if you're into that kind of stuff. So if you are, just I would get some books on her, or just check out even from the library, or do some research on the Morgan, because that like crows squawking at you is usually the Morgan. If you are into that like kind of stuff. If you're not, then it could be like a loved one. But I'm getting like witchy vibes.
And crows are spirit messengers.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so even if you don't maybe subscribe to the witchy vibe, if you're hearing crows squawking around you, then you're being called to tune in to your intuition, if you want to call it that. That sometimes by tuning into your intuition, it's your higher self. You're receiving messages from your spirit guides, as well as loved ones who have passed and crossed as well. So it could very well be, hey, messages are being sent to you. It's time to open up to tune into those too. Whether you, before you go to bed at night, okay, if you're sending me messages, if I'm receiving visitations from loved ones who have passed and crossed while I'm sleeping, is a perfect opportunity to send me those messages. And then when I wake up, I'll remember whatever I'm supposed to remember from those. So yeah, that might be something that's going on. And cool thing, when I saw this one, I lit up because this has been 2 days ago, driving down the street. I live in a pretty small town, and literally there was like this giant crow that flew in to like the ditch, and some like a shallow ditch in somebody's yard. And right when I got to that point in my car, that crow like literally flew up like right out of that ditch, like up at the front of my car. I'm like, yes, this is so awesome.
I love it.
I got a big message. Yes.
They are so fascinating.
Yeah.
They are.
And I have noticed more crows in my neighborhood. And I've been in this neighborhood about 1.5 years-ish, maybe not quite 1.5 years. Year and I don't know, a quarter. Anyway, back then I didn't notice too many crows, and just the last few months I've noticed a lot of crows. And not much has changed in my neighborhood. Like it's just, I don't know. But anyway, it's like so cool because I love crows. Crows are awesome. Yeah. Got a little bit of stuff going on anyway.
Army.
Yeah.
Morgan's trying to get her army going, her fighters, her justice fighters.
All right, what message do we have for you?
I have a couple or a few. I feel like they're telling you not to like if so like the crows, like I think like what Kris said, hit it right on the head. It's like you're getting downloads and you might not be able to hear them. And I think one of those downloads is trying to tell you not to give up on something that you've recently tried, because this is the Ace of Air. And the Ace of Air, kind of like what I said earlier when I pulled it with the little kid with the sword and the stone, is that sometimes like we try something and it doesn't work, but that doesn't mean it's not going to work. Sometimes you just have to change your tactic, like you change your communication style, or like I submitted to a bunch of agents, and if any of them reject it, maybe I'll get some feedback that they want me to fix things, or maybe I'll just go look at some other agents. It's like that kind of thing. It's like changing your tactic or trying something, a different approach. But doesn't mean, and then when you get it, like it helps you get like what you're meant to achieve, and then they're also saying, I'm getting to like simplicity, to just kind of simplify things, which is, easier said than done. But sometimes we just need to take a step back, relax, and think, how can we like cut out some of the hard things we're doing so that we're not spinning our wheels every day, and that we are like doing things that are like we're working smarter, not harder. And I think they're trying to tell you to work smarter, not harder, so that you're not spinning your wheels and burning yourself out. And there's some kind of opportunity that I feel like there's some kind of magical opportunity that either recently came your way or is about to come your way. But I think you're focused on something that didn't happen, which could be maybe this, whatever this was, where something like didn't happen, but then there's something else that's coming out of that. That's like, so if you look, like the cups before him are super, he's focusing on these empty cups, right? But behind him is this beautiful Archangel Shamuel with holding out a cup like, hey, don't give up. I got another opportunity for you right here. So just to tell you like a personal quick story, I recently was scammed about my novel. I had people communicating with me that I thought were real people, that they were impersonating people at an agency and at a agents as an agent and as a publisher. And I started reworking my novel, and I spent 2 weeks redoing it. And I figured out they were scamming me, and I was devastated. But I figured it out before I sent them anything. So I didn't send them my manuscript, thank goodness, or they could have stole it. But like, I was devastated. I was crying. I was like, they preyed on my dream. But my husband's like, but Kyle, they got you to rework your novel, which you've been wanting to do for like 10 years. And you've been sitting on it and procrastinating about it. And because I reworked that novel, it gave me that fire. And then I reworked it even more, and I made it even better. And now I'm like, I'm shopping it around again. And I wouldn't have done that had this not happened. And because I did that, it opened the door, and I'm starting to get ideas for my new novel that I was completely blocked on. So just a way in something that doesn't work out, but it leads me to something else, and hopefully this will pan out. And according to my friends that have read for me, it's going to. So fingers crossed.
Nice.
Anyway,
Yeah.
just want to tell you how sometimes things don't always work out, but they lead you to something even better. So
Right. Yeah. And the big message was don't give up. And I got the strength card reversed. So, you're stronger than you think in your situation. And those crows are asking you to don't give up, because this is weird. I heard there's always more than one way. No animals were hurt in this comment. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. No animals were hurt. But I heard that, and spirit gives me weird things sometimes to say. But yeah, so if you tried something and it didn't work, there's another way. It'll be fine. Like, it will absolutely work out, but don't give up on yourself in the process. So that's really big. So I want to tag on to that. And then also, whatever message that you kind of told yourself about the situation that didn't work out, there's more coming, like, and better, like more and better. So like Shamuel's got that, like, here's the opportunity coming. Like, it's going to be very a prosperous opportunity. It's going to pay off. These are pentacles. This is the 4 of Pentacles. So it's like you definitely have something coming for you. So don't just drop it and think, well, I'll just go a different direction. No, just keep at it, keep going with that. And then one thing also, you had the simplicity, that card, and I have the 4 of Wands, and it's reversed, which is I beat myself up because I've got so much going on. I can't necessarily manage everything. So cut some things back, like whatever you're doing to work really hard. Yeah, exactly. And that's when I saw that card, I'm like, well, this makes perfect sense, because we want it to be this way. We want you to be in celebration mode in your environment. So take a look at what you can cut back, that, you've been the extra things, the extra steps, like the hard way you've been slugging along. That's been a theme today, with the paddling upstream. And then I had another one that was synonymous with that. And then now we have this, like, it's okay to not work hard, but work smarter. Absolutely. So you're getting good messages from those crows. Just trust what pops in. And one thing I will say is, if you're not sure that you got a message, the first thing that pops in, like boom, either pops in here, your third eye, or it pops in like when you feel like somebody punched you in the gut, like that feeling in your solar plexus area. Wherever you receive that kind of nudge, that's your intuition. So that's always the realm of, yes, that's a connection to your higher self, but that's a message that's important to you for the moment. So trust wherever you're receiving. I get mine here, but I do know people who get it, right in their solar plexus. So trust where you're receiving that feeling, and that's connected to the message that's coming into you intuitively from the crows squawking, if you take notice. Yeah.
And did we do Lotus yet? I don't think so. Did we?
We
Lotus?
haven't. No.
Okay, awesome. All right, Lotus. This is our last one because I think anyone that came in after I posted the thingy, we didn't. We had a couple people come in after that. After I posted the questions were closed, so I'm so sorry. But I got to get my kids soon. I actually got to go take a shower, ask my spirit guides their names, and I got to get my kids. General reading, Lotus.
I'm going to jump in while you're finishing up. All right. So I got Temperance. First card up. So let's look at some balance here. So that's like your biggest thing right now is to find balance. And then I have High Priestess. So it feels like balance in whatever your practice might be. So your daily, whatever, practice or lack of practice, maybe it's daily routine, daily life. But if we want to pull in like metaphysical, witchy with that, whatever your practice is, it's time to find some balance. If you're not doing that, then take a look at where in your energy, in your world, in your day-to-day needs some balance with that. And the key to that also is to allow yourself some time to, this is a hibernation card. I love this pretty card, like beautiful, like napping with the crystals, hibernation and regeneration. So allow yourself the ability to find the balance, and that balance is going to help you with some regeneration and some rejuvenation. So if you need to spend a little more time within, that's totally fine. You can find balance in that, or you can bring that into part of your balance in that. But some lovely big cards. I love it. Three big major cards, literally big message about balance, and allow yourself to be guided toward hibernation and rejuvenation and regeneration. Yeah.
I love that. I also feel like you're in your own head. I feel like I got the Five of Swords, and I just feel like you're in your own head right now. And like, I think you're second guessing your intuition. And because this is somebody that's like there's like the crow. The crow is like squawking in his ear, but the crow is like his little, like the little ego. It's trying to keep you small. And I just feel like it's just really kind of weighing a toll on you lately. And you're not trusting yourself, because I actually pulled a card from my animal deck, but then I realized that I left one card out, and that to me is like that you need to hear that message too. And I also got the High Priestess. And like that was the one that was left out. And I'm like, well, you have to give her that message. And I feel like you're not trusting your intuition. The High Priestess, she pauses and she waits and she listens to herself. And I struggle with the High Priestess. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I get this card, I'm like, okay, fine. I get like super irritated because it's just telling me to listen to myself, but I don't like second guess myself all the time when it comes to me. So they're telling you to like get out of your head and stop like second guessing yourself and trusting what you get. Trusting your feeling. I feel like you do get feelings. And then I feel like there's something you've been wanting to do or plan, and this is telling you to keep planning, keep planting the seeds, and then wait for the perfect time to take action. You're going to know when you need to take action. You're going to know when you need to take the steps. And, but there's some kind of like perfect timing, and you're going to get that green light from your spirit team, whether it's your angels or your guides. Someone's going to give you like the green light when it's time to like put that plan into action. And whatever plan that is going to work beautifully, because I got the Magician. And this, I love this Magician card. It's this beautiful unicorn, just like frolicking, like so happy, and just like the dreams coming true and just manifesting everything that you need, and that the plan's going to be successful. But it's all about waiting for the timing. And I feel like, did you mention cocooning?
Yeah, the hibernation card. Yeah.
Look at these butterflies. That totally goes along with what Kris was saying, because I feel like you're still kind of in that little cocooning phase. And when you bust out, as maybe that's when it's time to take action. When you bust out of that cocoon and you become the butterfly, it's like you're like ready to take flight and make those dreams come true, or whatever plan you're trying to put into place. I like it though. I'm really focused on that beautiful little butterfly on the ground. It's a red one. It's really pretty. So I hope that makes sense. Oh, good. You understand the messages. I second guess Lotus. It is so hard for me. I don't second guess when it comes to other people. When it comes to myself, all the time. So there's no judgment. It's hard. Sometimes it's really hard to like, because especially when you're someone that reads, like what all the things mean. And you're like, well, could it be this? Could it be that? Could it be this? And I just overthink it. So I feel you. It's hard. So that's what I got.
Yeah, I'm in that boat too. I'm learning to trust my intuition, trust my gut. Yeah.
Sometimes I'll write things, like I'll pull a card and I'll just write and just journal. And then I start getting hits that come into that just kind of leak in. So I'll get like a different like definition or something. And that helps me. Like, I feel like I'm kind of channeling it, where then I don't have time to really second guess the meaning. I call that like automatic writing.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Or like you can even like pull a card or something on it on your whatever, and then go take a shower and see if that helps. You might get some hits while you're not really paying attention, while you're just like focusing on something else. So.
And with summertime coming, it might be you're headed to the pool or the lake or whatever. And any water works, especially if you want to ask about your guides. You don't have to like hop in the shower or the bathtub. It could be that you're next to a creek or a pond or a lake, and just being in proximity to, because water holds vibration. You can get messages, or maybe you're going to the pool or hopping in the lake or whatever, and ask it before you hop in. And then when you're in the water, receive the messages. So yeah, any water works, any situation. You don't necessarily have to, it's 2:00 in the afternoon, I got to hop in the shower to get a message. You don't. Yeah.
I love that. That's really cool. I'm going to try that when we get off here.
It does work, surprisingly.
Excited. Well, everybody, thank you for coming. We appreciate it. Thank you for your questions, and we'll see you. We'll plan another one and we'll post it. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Thanks for coming, everybody.
And don't forget, I put your in the Miss Tarot D, and thank you, Sunshine. You have a wonderful day too. Miss Tarot D and Denise put your channel in the chat, and I had it in my description too.
Oh, perfect. So, awesome. Yeah. Dragonfly Spirit -R5Q. That's me.
R5Q. Don't forget to follow Kris. Thank you, and me if you do. Thank you so much for coming. Bye.
Bye, everybody.